Okay, let me just ask you if you hear me well. Is the sound okay? Wait, let me just yeah, should be on the loud microphone. Okay. All right. So, let us start in a sitting on the ground. So, if you'd like to take your bolster or meditation pillow and cross your legs. And once you cross your legs, I will ask you to change the crossing of your legs. So you go for the crossing that is less familiar to you. We always like to practice with one leg in the front, so this is a chance to reverse that kind of familiarity and change into a new side. Okay, so you can just put your hands on your knees or a little bit closer to your body and move the shoulders backwards a couple of times. Inhale, exhale. You can close your eyes if it feels nice for you to close your eyes and you think that helps you to go deeper in connecting with your body and letting the Monday, the day, just leave your body and leave your mind. Okay, one more time. Exhale and relax your shoulders. Release your bent elbows towards the side of your body. Take a deep cycle of breath. Inhale deeply. Feel as you are sitting on the ground and exhale into the ground. Feel your legs on the floor, your buttocks on the floor. Now press your hands into your legs and open your chest. You move the shoulders back and down and lift the sternum, the middle of your chest, to the front and up. And lift your chin away from your sternum. Yeah? So look up at the ceiling. If you feel that your neck is not comfortable, then just look a little bit higher than you would do normally. And lean also backwards. As you lean back, you're going to feel your back waking up, as we say it in yoga. So let just that happen. And then come back to sitting up straight and move the head facing forward. And just tilt your head over the right shoulder. Release the right ear, your right ear towards the right shoulder, and stretch out your left arm on the side. Lift your left ear towards the ceiling. Feel your fingers, move a little bit the fingers of the left hand. And now elongate all the fingers, lift them away from each other and lean onto your right side. Yeah? So lift the hand opposite away from your ear. Don't forget to breathe. Relax your face. Alright, you can place your hand on your leg and with the other hand push your head back to the center. Face forward. Think of the top of your head, lift it towards the ceiling and then release your left ear towards the left shoulder. Stretch out your right arm on the side. Move your fingers, the fingers of the right hand. Now lift them away from each other and point the fingertips in the direction of the floor on your right side, while you are releasing your left ear towards the left shoulder. Relax your face, keep on breathing, and engage with the sensation that's running across the right side of your neck. Take another deep cycle of breath. Now place the hand back on the leg, and with the other hand push back the head to the middle, face forward. Now simply turn your head over the right shoulder, but keep your chin parallel with the ground and open your chest as you turn. Yeah, so come out of your comfort zone. Keep on breathing and with your exhalation turn a little more. Exhale and face forward again. Come back to your center line. Lift the top of your head towards the ceiling and then go for the second side. Move your chin above your left shoulder. Keep your spine long, your chest open. Hold your thighs and push your thighs away from the direction where your head is heading to help you twist from right to left. Exhale and come back to the center line. Alright, let's roll the shoulders in the opposite direction, and now you can lift your hands off your legs to make bigger circles, to be able to make bigger circles with your shoulders. Inhale Exhale and become aware of the two shoulders and try to move them simultaneously. Yeah? Again, you can close your eyes or keep the eyes open, whatever suits you better. And 2 more times. 1 and 1 more time. And that's enough. And now lift your shoulders up to your ears as you inhale. Exhale out through the mouth. Drop the shoulders down again. Inhale through your nose. Shoulders go up. Exhale a bit more quickly through the mouth. Drop the shoulders down. Repeat it in your own time now. Don't be afraid to make noise as you exhale, especially. Open the mouth as you exhale. You can do it faster or slower as I do. And do please 3 more rounds. And 1 more extra. That's it, enough. Now let's shake out arms. Draw your hands away from your shoulders and allow your arms to fly around you. 3, 2, 1, and 1 more time. Okay, now let's stretch out the legs in front of us and we're gonna cross them again in the opposite direction, but first flex the foot. And Rob, you can just point the foot if it hurts your foot, just keep it casual, don't hurt yourself. If you can, as you stretch the leg, try to move your toes away from each other and work on keeping the spine up. Yeah? So hands on the side of the bolster, press the hands into the bolster to open the chest and raise your whole spine out of the ground. And I try to move the toes away from each other. Okay, lift the kneecaps up. Okay, can you feel when you lift the kneecaps up, the whole leg strengthen, and you might be able to feel into the trunk even more like this. Okay, so let's now cross the legs and do it now the easy way, yeah? The way you cross your legs when we started the class. Release your knees down. Press the hands into the bolster and then make sure that the whole spine is lifting up out of the ground. Yeah? So when you press the hands, then the shoulders can go back, open the chest and then lift the spine out of the ground. And now please stretch your arms parallel with the ground and a little bit move your shoulders again front and back. Yes, we are trying to limber up all the joints in the body. So in a later stage in the class, they are warm and ready to do the bigger, deeper kind of movements. Okay, 1 more time. Feel the chest and the shoulder blades moving as you move the arms. And now clasp your hands together in front of you. Turn your hands inside out. Move the shoulders back and down. If necessary, come a little bit to the front. So when you lift your arms up, you can keep the chest open, the spine long, and the neck also long. Now press your fingers into the back of the hand and lock your elbows. Feel the entire side of your body stretching. And as you exhale, bring the arms down parallel with the ground. Turn your hands inside out and return to the starting position. Okay, let's take the hand behind our back and try to stretch your arms and move the arms away from your back. That's it. Lean a little bit back. Very good, yeah? Can you feel the shoulders are going back and the shoulder blades are nicely turning inwards. Now as you put the hands back down, keep that kind of chest position and lift your arms up. Yeah, perhaps you can feel that the chest already is much more open. Cross now the fingers the other way around. Then turn the hands inside out. Again, press your fingers into the back of the hands, lock your elbows, thumbs pointing down. Lift your arms up to your ears. Try to reach the ceiling with the palms of your hands and allow again the sides of your body to lengthen. Pull the belly in and see if you can look up at the ceiling as well. You may be able to release the arms a little bit behind you, opening the armpits. Exhale, face forward and bring your arms down mindfully. Turn the hands inside out. And we can put the hands down on the bolster to release. Okay, so let's stretch out the legs again in front of us. Keep the legs now hip width open, yeah? Keep the leg hip width open. And again, take a hold of your hands behind you and try to lift the arms away from your back, or you can keep it close to your body if it hurts your neck. Only do this if your neck and shoulders are free, and look up at the ceiling. Yeah, can you feel the middle of the chest opening, pulling a little bit away from your navel? Okay, face forward, bring the arms back next to you and release. Now, grab your legs and we're gonna create a little ball of our body. Hug yourself, bow your head, and you can rest your head either on your folded arms or on your knees, depending on your body. Both of them are fine. What I'd like you to be able to do when you get into this little ball position is to bring your chin in the direction of your neck and relax the shoulders forward so you feel the entire spine stretching out of the ground, rounding. Don't forget to breathe. Take another deep cycle of breath into your thighs. Exhale, let go. And now hold onto your knees and unfold your sitting position backbone by backbone. Sit up straight and face forward. And release. Okay, so now we're gonna warm up a little with the hips as well. So if you'd like to bend your left leg and place it in front of you on the ground, and take the other leg with your hand, and we're gonna move the legs in front of us with our arm as much as you can. Yeah? If your foot is in pain, any of you, you can stretch that leg out and then do exactly the same with the other leg. So just find a comfortable position for the leg that you are not moving. And now let's do circles with that leg in the air. Yeah? Inhale, exhale, and try to manipulate this leg in a way that you feel that your hips are doing something. Yeah? So make bigger circles if you don't feel that your hips are being massaged and manipulated. Okay, let's reverse, second side. And if you haven't practiced for some weeks, then this movement may be not that comfortable, but just bear with me. Tomorrow you'll be very thankful you have done this today. It always feels fantastic to walk after you have freed your hips up. So one more circle and then that's enough. Try to get that leg closer to you. You can also bow the head if you can. Get more length into the spine. And then we can put that leg down on the floor and swap the legs. So bend this leg or stretch it out, whichever you choose for today. Take your outer knee, outer foot and just gently move the leg right and left. Gillian, if you feel your ankle, then you can just hold the ankle and then support it more so you're not injuring yourself. Okay, now let's go for the circles. Again, just remind you to make bigger circles than it would be comfortable. Just move out of your comfort zone a little bit. And now let's reverse. And another 3, 2, 1. And that's enough. And now get the leg, get it as close as you can to you and bow your head if you can. If you can't bow the head, that's alright. Just try to invite your leg closer to you. That's enough. You can put the leg down on the floor. And we're gonna go on our 4 for the cat and the cow sequence. And you could put a blanket under your knees. Of course, it's not obligatory at all, but if you have sensitive knees, then there is no reason to feel any discomfort in your knees. So hands under the shoulder, and I will ask you to spread nicely your fingers across the floor and try to feel the floor with your fingertips. Yeah? So the whole length of your fingers are on the floor. Knees under your hips and the instep of your leg is on the floor. Now tuck your buttock out. Look in front of you. Inhale. As you exhale, round up your back. Look back at the thighs. Pull the tailbone inwards. Inhale through the nose, unfold your spine and look in front of you. And again, exhale, round up your back, press yourself away from the ground. Inhale and gradually reverse the position. Now I will let you do this in your own time. Yeah, so just be mindful as you exhale, you are rounding your back, and as you inhale, you are opening the chest and arching your back. Now if your lower back is sensitive, then I suggest you don't tuck your buttock out too much and you don't look up, you just rather look in front of you and keep your spine in line, the whole length of the spine, rather than arching it. So it's a great chance to bring your breath, your breathing pattern in sync with the movement, which is always what is advantageous and we strive for. And one more time, exhale. Inhale, arch the back. This will be the last of this sequence for today. Come back on your floor, bring the big toes together, sit back on your heels. Yeah, your knees are open as the width of your hips. And then I'd like you to walk your hands away from you, hands in line with the shoulders. Place your hands cup-shaped positioned on the floor, so the fingertips will be on the floor. Press yourself back until you feel your buttock releasing towards your heel and the sides of your trunk releasing onto the inner sides of your thigh. Look down at the floor. Keep your arms long and off the ground for now. Ears between your arms. Now look back at your feet. Yeah, this will round up your back a little bit. Keep on breathing. Now move your head in a way that you can see your hands and the space between the hands, and release your heart towards the ground in between your thighs. Your arms are still active and you are pressing yourself back onto your legs. And now you can put your head down. Release your arms, your elbows on the floor, and come to the forward bending hero pose. Adho Mukha Virasana. Release into the ground. Breathe deeply. Inhale deeply and feel your belly becoming round, spreading across your thighs. And as you exhale, towards the end of your exhalation, feel the belly gently lifting back away from your thighs, releasing your lower back. Relax your groins, your hips, and feel your whole body heavy on the ground. As you exhale, feel the weight of your head on the ground and make it even heavier. Release it towards the center of the earth. Imagine that the center of the earth is pulling your head. It is pulling your head. But try to tap into that action and let your whole body become heavy and motionless on the ground. Exhalation by exhalation, let all the tiredness, all the troubles of the day flow outside of your body, out of your body into the ground. Let them go. And now turn your head gently and place the right temple of your head either on the floor or create from your arms, forearm on top of forearms and the head on the forearm to gently stimulate your neck. Keep on breathing into your legs. Feel connected with the ground, with the earth. Release your heart as you exhale towards the ground. Take a deep inhalation. Fill up your belly with your breath. Exhale deeply, and then with any inhalation that follows, you can turn your head back to the center and then to the second side. Place the other temple on the arms and relax your whole body again into the ground. Relax your entire spine, Of course, you can close your eyes to release your face, your eyeballs, your brain, and become heavy as a stone, as a big stone. Make sure your teeth are not clenched. Alright. After your next exhalation with an inhalation, you can turn the head back to the center and fold your arms. Place the hands on the floor next to your knees and sit up on your heels with the straight back. Yeah? Alright, so let's stretch out the legs, and those of you who can tuck the toes underneath, I'll be very careful because of my toe. Tuck the toes underneath. If you can't, put the instep on the floor, yeah? And lift the heel away from your buttock, yeah? If you are working with the right leg, then lift the right heel away from the right buttock and stretch out through the entire right leg. Yeah? Push yourself back. You can release the hip towards the heel, the left heel. Okay, and then second side. Step back with your left leg. Again, if you can, tuck your toes underneath. Roll across the balls of the left foot, the toes of the left foot. Lengthen the left heel away from the left buttock. And create a nice taut left leg. And now come back to the center with both legs underneath you. We go again, one more time. This time, everyone will put the instep on the floor, the right foot, instep of the right foot. Try to lower your pubic bone onto the heels. Don't worry if you can't reach the heel, just try to get into your hips and look back over the other shoulder, over your left shoulder. Yeah, right leg straight, and you look back over the left shoulder. Try to see your foot behind you. Keep on breathing. After, back to the front. Yeah, and we're gonna try to lift that right leg up and down. Make sure you're not kicking anything in your room. Yeah, so 3-4 times as you are. Just know where your right foot is and try to lift the right foot up, bring it closer to your buttock, and then back mindfully on the floor. Yeah, 2 more times. Yeah, feel as your leg is moving across the space. And that's enough. And now let's just move the leg back. You can sit on the heels for a moment if you need to rest, and then let's swap to the second side. Yeah? So first step back, knee on the floor, and then instep on the floor. Hope you can do what I'm saying. I don't see all of you very well, but I trust you know what you are doing. Again, get into the middle of your hip and then gently look back over the other shoulder. Yeah, so you try to see the foot, the left foot, if you are doing what I'm doing, and you are looking back over the right shoulder. Drop that left hip down. Keep on breathing. Yeah, don't just twist, keep on breathing. One more nice deep cycle of breath, and then turn back to the center. Feel your left foot on the floor and then lift it up. Bring the left heel towards the left buttock, and then mindfully move the left leg back on the floor. In your own time, do this a few times. Feel the leg moving across the space. Yeah, another 3 times. 1, 2. Feel the leg moving and place back mindfully your foot on the floor. And then let's come out of the position and just sit back on your heels. And you're gonna take the right hand with the right wrist with your left hand behind you. And then move the hands down onto the legs and try to stretch all the arms. Shoulders go back, shoulder blades turn in, and see if you can lift the arms back and away from your back. Yeah. Now when this happens, often we do this. Yeah. So the lower back shortens. So keep the tailbone forward and the lower back strong. Yeah. Release. Let's change the crossing. Slide the hands down, and if this is what you do, just do that. But If you can, try to lift the arms back, tailbone coming forward, and lift the arm away from your back. And then release. Let the arms back and release. Okay, so let's get on the floor. We're gonna do a little bit of leg stretching. So if you'd like to get your belt, I suppose everyone has a belt or a shawl, everything will do. And if your hips are a bit sensitive, then get a blanket under your hips or under your head. Get on your back and then just have your belt ready. Before we stretch the legs out, up and then to the side with the help of a belt, we're gonna just move a little bit across our back, especially the hip. I want it to be warm when we start stretching the legs out. Yeah, so lift the legs up, hold your knees and roll right to left a few times. Yeah, like a little baby, a little child. Feel with your back the floor. As you roll to the right, feel the right hip, right shoulder blades carrying the weight of the body. And as you go to the left, feel the left hip and left shoulder blades carrying the weight of your body. Yeah, one more time on both sides, and then come back to the center, and we're gonna draw circles with the joint knees in the air. Once you get the hang of this movement, it's not very difficult. But feel as you are moving across the rim of your pelvis, as you move the legs with your arms. And now I'd like you to synchronize your breathing with the movement. So you're gonna inhale while you draw a circle, and exhale while you draw the second circle. Yeah? So slow down either the movement or your breathing to synchronize the two, to fill up the time. Breathe through the nose. Okay, one more inhalation followed by an exhalation. And then come and stop in the center. And let's go in the opposite direction. Inhale for a circle. Exhale for a second circle. And if it's too difficult, yeah, you could do 2 circles while you inhale and 2 circles while you exhale, or half a circle. So suit your needs. Just be mindful and synchronize the two. Please make sure you are not clenching your teeth. Yeah, the upper line of the teeth are lifted away from the lower teeth, so your tongue is soft. And one more round, please. One more inhalation followed by an exhalation. And then come back to your center. Lift the bent legs away from each other and then pull the bent leg towards the side of your body. And as you exhale, lift your head up in between the knees. Inhale, go back on the floor. And repeat. Exhale, lift the head up, knees to the chest. Inhale, go back. Now, if you are on your period, please keep the head on the floor. Or if you have any kind of back or neck problem with your blood pressure, then please keep your head on the floor and just manipulate the legs. As you exhale, you pull them close to you. As you inhale, you move them away from you. Yeah, 2 more times. Last time, and that's enough. And you can put the feet on the ground, knees together, feet away from each other, and your arms are gonna go bent on the side of your head. Let your legs rest against each other. Yeah, right thigh, right leg against the left, and the left leg against the right, and just gently place your arms on the side of your head so your shoulders can release and your chest, your heart region has a chance to open. And now take a few deep cycles of breath and feel your chest opening, filling up with your beautiful crown. Feel your back resting on the floor, your legs against each other. Just stay for a few quiet moments on the ground like this. Ground yourself, and Allow your energies to settle into the ground. Try not to fidget, not to move at all. Just become heavy in your body, but open and curious, pure as a child in your mind. Relax your facial muscles as well. Allow yourself to rest for a few moments. Alright, take another nice deep cycle of breath. And as you exhale, you can let go of this little practice. Move your legs together. Walk the feet away from you. And let's get stretched across the whole body. So lift your arms next to your ears. Legs together. Stretch out across your whole body. If you can, flex your feet. If not, just hold your feet in a position that you don't hurt. And lift your hands away from your feet. So feel the whole body becoming a long, long line. Pull your navel inwards as you exhale. And release. Now, please keep your left leg straight and bend your right leg and pull it above the right side of your belly with your hands. If your lower back hurts in this position, you will bend your left leg and put the foot on the ground and then continue to pull the bent right leg towards the right chest. Okay? Alright, now straighten out the right leg on the floor. And let's go to the second side. Keep the right leg straight on the ground. Bend your left leg and pull it towards the left side of your body. Flex the right foot if you can. Keep on breathing as you do this. Take another nice deep cycle of breath. And then stretch out the left leg on the ground. Again, right leg comes close to you. Take now your bed, please, and step into the bed. Put the bed up across the balls of your foot and lift that leg up in the air. Now, Rob, you could do this instead of stretching the leg. If this hurts your foot, the flexing of the foot, just bend the leg, yeah, and hold the thigh and perhaps just work like this, also sideways like this, yeah, so you protect your foot. Those of you with no foot problem, flex your right foot and lift the right heel towards the ceiling above you. Now slide your hands closer to your hips so you can bend your arms, and your bent arms, your elbows are close to your trunk, and you can open the chest. Release the shoulders down and turn the shoulder blades in. And try to get that straight leg a little closer to you. Don't forget to breathe. Yeah? If your left thigh is jumping up, in this position, the left thigh wants to normally jump up, you could push down with your left hand. Right into the middle of the quadricep, the thigh muscles. And with the other arm, you are keeping that right leg up in the air. Keep on breathing, yeah? It is so easy to hold the breath in this position because it's quite a strong position, but breathe. And each time you exhale, try to get that right leg a little closer to you. Yeah, it's going to open the back of your leg. Alright, you can bend the leg, pull it a little closer to you, and slide your foot out of the bed, and then put the right leg down next to the left leg. Yeah? And you feel the difference, hopefully you feel the difference between the left and the right leg. So let's get them even. Get your left leg close to you. If you can, put the bed up. Cross the balls of the left foot. Get into a position that you can work with your arms and your legs well. Keep the right leg on the floor unless your lower back hurts. Yeah, this is the lower back right above your hips. Then keep that leg bent to protect your lower back. Okay, extend both heels if you can. And now slide your hands lower on your bed until you can, your arms are going to be approximately 45 degrees, your forearms and your upper arm. So you can grab the side of your body with your elbows from side to side and then try to get that leg a little closer to you. Yeah, if this is too much for the hamstring and the back of the knee, then let the leg go farther away from you until you are in not an excruciating pain across the back of the leg, and work like that. Yeah, we want the leg to come back into the hip. That's what we want more than you being in pain across the back of your leg. Okay, see if you can get that leg a little closer to you. And again, if the other leg on the floor is jumping, is trying to jump up, simply with your right hand push down into the middle of the quadricep and push the leg down to the ground. Alright, enough. Bend the leg and slide your foot out of the bed. And let's get a good stretch across the whole body again. Arms on the side of your body, legs together. Unless you are in your period, then keep the legs hip width open. And for 3-4 cycles of breath, stay in this beautiful position. Stretch across the ground and release. Alright, so now we're gonna go sideways with the legs. So right foot goes into the bed. Stretch out the left leg and then your right hand holds both sides of the bed. And you bring the right leg out to the side, putting the right elbow on the floor, holding the leg up in the air. If you have space and you can, stretch out your left arm on the side of your body and turn your head away from your leg. Yeah, try to get your left ear on the ground. Look at your left hand and slide that left hand away from your right foot. Okay, flex your left foot if you can. Keep on breathing and feel the diagonal stretch across your whole body. Open the stretch, open your heart and relax your shoulders and elbows into the ground. And your shoulders and shoulder blades. Take a deep cycle of breath into the navel. Inhale, feel the navel filling up from inside outwards with your breath. Exhale and release, pull the belly back towards the spine. Alright, turn back the head to the center. Bend your leg on the side, push it back up. And you're gonna slide your foot out of the bed and put it back down on the floor. Rest a little bit and then when you are ready, let's go for the second side, yeah? After a few weeks of not doing yoga, this seems like a great achievement. So second side, get your leg up, back into the hip, then left hand is going to hold the bed. You bend the left arm, move the left elbow on the floor, somewhere in line with your left shoulder, and with that you pull the leg to the side. If you can, then stretch out your right arm on the side, back of your hand on the floor, and turn your head away from the left foot. Look at your right hand. Keep on breathing and slide your right hand away from your left foot while you step into the bed and you're lifting the left foot away from the right hand. Now inhale into your navel, fill up your belly with your breath. Exhale, release the belly towards the ground. Let go, turn the head back to the center, bend your left leg, bring it back up, slide your foot out of the bed, stretch out your leg on the floor, and we can put the bed to the side. We don't need it now. And I'd like you to walk your feet closer to your hips. Yeah? And cross your legs in the air. Yeah? Cross the legs. Hold either your knees or your feet from outside. And then pull the crossed legs towards your belly. If you can, exhale, lift the head to your legs, legs to your chest. Inhale, go back on the floor. Again, if you are on your period, you're not lifting up the leg, you are just working with the thighs and the crossed legs. Yeah, so do 3-4 rounds, please, in your own rhythm. Be mindful of how you breathe. Exhale and you become small, squeezing the breath out of your belly. As you inhale, you reverse all that. One more last time. And release. And we're gonna just lift the legs up in Viparita Karana position. Again, if this is not doable for your feet, just keep the legs like this so the thighs are perpendicular to the ground. Now you can hold the thighs from behind, or you can put your arms on the floor next to you, whatever suits you better. If your legs and feet are healthy and you can do, then flex your legs and lift the heels of your feet the direction of the ceiling above you. And try to lift your toes away from each other. Yeah? A little bit of toe yoga, very popular these days. For me, this is just yoga. So try to say hi with your toes. Surprisingly, I can move my toe as well. So that's good. Hopefully you can move your toes as well. And now lift your arms to the side of your ears, back of the hand on the ground, straight arms on the side of your ears. Try to get all the nails of your fingers, all of them, on the floor. And keep this Viparita Karani position. Let the energy of your legs just come back down out of the legs, into the hips, into the ground. If you get tired, just get the legs halfway down or put the feet down. Hold it a little bit. Now we're gonna get the left leg down on the floor in a straight position while you keep the right leg up in the air. Take a nice refreshing cycle of breath as you are on the floor. One more time. Fill up the body with the fresh pran. Feel there. Inhale. Exhale. Empty the body. And then lift the left leg back next to the right leg. Get comfortable. Get the legs together. Exhale. Bring the right leg down on the floor or the other leg that you've been working before. Inhale into your hips. Into the belly. Exhale and let the breath flow out of your body into the ground. One more time. Inhale into your legs. Exhale out of the legs. Inhale. Exhale. Get the legs up. And you can bend the legs and put the feet on the ground. Bend the arms and keep the arms for now bent on the side of your head for a moment. We're gonna do some gentle twisting across the floor. I will let you a little bit to collect yourself. Okay, so now knees together, thighs together, feet again, hip width open or a little bit more open on the ground. Then turn sideways so I think you will see better. Maybe not all of you know what's coming now. So we're gonna move the right knee in the direction of the left foot, lifting the right hip off and turning the head in the opposite direction over the right shoulder. Keep on breathing. Yeah? Elongate the right knee away from the right hip and try to get your right ear on the floor. Make sure your teeth are unclenched. Feel as the front top part of your right thigh is stretching. One more cycle of breath. Then turn the head back to the center and bring your legs back also in the center against each other. And let's go to the second side. Let's turn a little bit. Maybe you need to see what I'm doing even more. So think of your left knee now and elongate the left knee in the direction of the right foot and then turn the head and try to release your left ear on the ground. Lift the left knee away from the left hip. The hip is off the ground, the left hip. Yeah, your body weight, most of the body weight is on the right side of the hip and the shoulder. Keep on breathing deeply. And now enough. Turn the head back and bring your legs back, knees together, thighs together. And release. Okay, so one more twist and just sit for a moment. We're gonna bend the legs, lift them up. The arms will be in the same position as before. And we're just gonna go left and right with the bent legs. Yeah. And one more detail that I like you to be mindful. When you inhale, you are up right, like this, looking at the ceiling, legs are pointing, knees are pointing at the ceiling. As you exhale, you turn your head away and bring the leg the opposite direction. Inhale, bring the head back, knees facing the ceiling. Exhale, go to the opposite direction. Inhale, come back. Exhale, swing to the other side. So you can carry on in your own rhythm. Just be mindful of how you breathe and move. And swing in your own rhythm. Yeah, the rhythm of your breath. You can always stop and wait a little bit with your legs up in the air, in the center, and when you are ready, then do another few cycles. Try to keep both shoulders on the ground. So if your shoulder come up and your leg is on the floor on the other side, then just lift the legs back up until the shoulder gets on the floor. Yeah, that will make sure that the whole spine is stretching, twisting nicely without injuring you. And one more round, please. One more time on both sides. Last side. And that's enough. Come back to the center. Put your feet on the ground. Put your hands on your belly. Hold the belly. Yeah, your hands are going to be like this, holding your own belly, elbows on the ground. And let's just cross the legs and release the knees towards the ground. Supta Sukhasana. And take a few deep cycles of breath into your hands. And then as you exhale, relax your arms and legs and whole body into the ground. You can also close your eyes for a few deep cycles of breath. You're gonna stay in this position. Feel the ground. Let go of all the tension from your body. Take another nice deep inhalation. Feel the belly rising up into your hands. As you exhale, feel the belly lifting away from your hands. And then you can let go of this practice. Unfold your legs, turn to your right side, roll to your right side, and then sit up. And you're going to come up off the ground now. And then stand up, going for some standing practices as well. So come up gradually off the ground. If you have low blood pressure, just make sure it's gradual so you don't get too dizzy. And then get into the center of your mat. And wait a little bit. And when you are ready, just get into Tadasana. Yeah? So feet together, or hip width open if you are on your period. And I'm just going to ask you to hold again your hands on your back and slide your hands down the lower part of your buttock. And I'm asking you to do that because then I will ask you to push the lower part of the buttock forward. Yeah? So this part of the back lengthens, and then you can unfold your arms, yes, making sure that you are standing up in a nice way, and then just come on your toe tips and then go back down on the floor a few times in your own time. Up. I hope your toes are okay. If not, just stay on the floor and feel the floor with your feet. Put the heels back as you come down, and one more time up on your toes. It's not as easy as it sounds, isn't it? You get all wobbly. So just do it one more until you really feel. You can look at your feet, try to spread your toes. I will try to do that as well. And then lift your eyes to eye level. Think of the top of the head and lift it towards the ceiling. Try to brush with the top of your head the ceiling. Imagine that you are doing that. While your feet are connected with the ground, imagine that you've got roots and you are shooting your roots down towards the center of the earth. Yeah? So your legs are connected fully with the ground, and everything that's beneath the navel region is earthy, and then above that everything is shooting up. Relax the shoulders back and down. Release your wrists, your fingers, the facial muscles, and get into the center of your body. Yeah? Feel your heels on the ground. Relax the skin of your back. Release the shoulder blades. Keep your heart region open, your face cool, content. Tadasana, mountain pose. Sense the space around you. Yeah? Inhale now from the front. Feel the breath coming into you from the front. Exhale out through your feet into the ground. Repeat it again. Inhale from in front of you. Exhale out through the body, through the feet into the ground. Now inhale from the right, through the right side. Exhale out through the body into the ground. Again, inhale through the right. Exhale out while you think of your feet into the ground. Let's go to the other side. Inhale from your left. Exhale out through the body. Feel the feet on the ground into the floor. One more time. Inhale from your left. Take your time in your own rhythm. At the top of your inhalation, start exhaling through the whole body. Feel the floor into the ground. Last side for now, your back. Inhale from your back. Feel the shoulder blades breathing. Exhale out through the body into the ground. Feel your feet on the ground and exhale one more time in your own time. Inhale into the body from the back. Feel the shoulder blades, the lungs breathing from behind. Feel the floor with your feet. Exhale. Keep your face, especially your forehead, release. Yeah, very neutral. Not interested what's going on outside. Content. Alright, now we're going to bring the hands into Namaskarasana. Anjali Mudra in front of your heart. Feel the two hands supporting each other. Connect with the heart and then lift your hands up. And bring the hands above your head. Try to stretch out your arms. Stretch through the whole body without losing the connection with the floor, between the feet and the floor. Palm tree position. Exhale, sway to your right. Inhale, come back. Exhale, sway to your left. Inhale, come to the center. Continue in your own time with your breath. Sway to the right. Stretch out through the whole left side. Inhale, come to the back. Exhale, sway to the other side. And then come back. And please do in your own time another 2 rounds. If you feel your lower back uncomfortable in this position, just bend your knees. Relax the knees and do the whole thing with the bent knees. Ever so slightly, it's enough. That will take off the pressure of your lower back. Last circle. Very good. Come back to your center. You're going to hold the hands like that. Feel the fingers touching each other, all of them. And then invite the hands back to your heart. Bring down the light from above you into the heart. Lift your eyes back to eye level. Your hands are connected with the heart. And unfold your arms. Return back to your simple Tadasana. Feel the flow of your breath. Hopefully it's calmer, longer, and sweeter than before. So let go of the Tadasana practice and come out of it for a moment. And we're gonna go to Uttanasana. So we go upside down a little bit. For that, I'd like you to keep the feet hip width open. Yeah, hip width open. And first, we're gonna hold the hips. Yeah. Again, we can go up and down a few times on the toes. That is, if you can do this with your injured foot. And then come halfway down with a straight back. And then look at your own feet. Yeah. So I'd like you to look at your own feet and place your feet in a way that the toes, the top of your toes are in line. Yeah. That will make sure that your hips are not tilting. Yeah. No foot is more to the front than the other. Yeah, stay like this, hold your hips, pull the skin of your hips downwards. So you get good and earthy with your feet. And look at the floor underneath your head and stretch the top of your head, the crown of your head towards the wall in front of you. And lift the hips, your sit bones away from the top of your head. Yeah, it's an internal adjustment, it's not big. But it will make sure that your back is stretching out, the spine is lengthening, and that's what we want. We always want that. So now just drop your arms down underneath your shoulder and round your back. So from Ardha Uttanasana, half Uttanasana, we come to the full Uttanasana position. You can hold your legs from side to side, or your ankles, or the back of the knees, or you can take hold of your elbows like this underneath you and round your back, yeah? And you're looking back at your knees or your thighs and relaxing the whole back, pointing the top of your head at the floor underneath you. Yeah, some people like to hold the ankles from the front, some people like to grab the shin, the calf muscle from behind, or the knee muscle. All of these are fine. I will grab my elbows now, because I feel when you grab the elbows and you pull it downwards towards the floor, that is creating a nice long side body. I like that. So keep on breathing, kneecaps up. Keep on breathing. Empty your head, the content of your head, into the ground. Yeah, do nothing else, just stay in this position. If you are holding your elbows like I am doing, then change the crossing of the arms, yeah? And stay in Uttanasana. Keep on breathing. In this position, it's not too easy to breathe. The breath becomes shallow, but that's fine now. Just settle into that kind of breathing for now. Not for long, for another 2 rounds, please. Okay, you can relax the arms, put your hands on the hips, and then stand up, come back just halfway as we went down. Straighten out the back, and then once your back is straight, then stand up tall with the straight back on top of the straight legs, and return back to Tadasana. Get the feet together unless you are on your period. Roll your shoulders back and down. Feel the floor with the toes, get to the middle of your heels, and lift your eyes to eye level. Tailbone forward, so the navel is not protruding and all the organs above the navel are in and release. Okay, so shall we do a bit of asymmetrical twisting in Trikonasana? So we're going to spread the legs quite wide open, yeah? And then turn the right foot out and the left foot in. Okay, you just move things out of the way so you see me better. Okay, now probably you have to go a little bit wider open than you are. We always most people are very cautious, yeah, so just get a little bit your 2 feet a bit further away and see if you can still bend that right leg so as to bring the right knee above the right foot. Yeah, you can keep the hand on your hip and try to move the hip in a way so you turn away from that bent knee. You bring back your left hip and to the front the right hip, and you keep that leg behind you straight. Okay? Alright, now let's get the arms. So this is not Trikonasana, but it gives you a really good position how wide you have to go with the feet, yeah? So the arms will go like this, and then we're gonna put the hand on the leg and leave the other up and then turn the head, yeah? So this is the Trikonasana. But let's just get up and I will guide you into it. So we get a good leg action, turn the hips in a nice way, steady position, and stretch now your arms out. Arms parallel with each other. Roll the shoulders down and turn your head and look at the space above your right hand. Get to the middle of your heels. Yeah? Bring the navel forward. Inhale, go to your left, exhale and come to your right. Grab that leg, lift the left arm up and turn your head. If you are very dizzy, just face forward. Yeah? Now if you feel that you are unsteady, come higher. Take a hold of the knee or even the thigh, that's fine. Just get into a position where you feel that you can twist from right to left. Yeah, so you're trying to bring the right hip forward and move the left hip back. And then lift that left hand away from the left hip. Open that left hip. Open your heart. Try to twist your navel also in a way that is facing the ceiling. It's not, I know, but internally it is like that. We are trying to bring the right hip forward, left hip back. You will have a feeling as if your navel is turning out and is opening up to the sun. Alright, one more cycle of breath. Then, as you inhale, imagine someone is grabbing your left hand, is pulling you up. Stretch both arms up. Turn your feet to the front. Bring your hands together. Bring them down, connect them with your heart. Bend your knees and walk your feet together or jump together. Come back to your Tadasana, mountain pose. Collect the navel in. Tailbone forward. Get to the middle of your heels. Feel the whole feet, both of them on the floor. Think of the top of the head and try to brush the ceiling above you with your hair that's covering the top of your head. Relax your shoulders back and down and your arms. Concentrate on your Tadasana. Forget about Trikonasana. Get your mind and your body together in the space. Fill it up with your Tadasana. Inhale deeply. Exhale, get ready for the second side. With your next inhalation, bring your hands together with awareness. Connect the hands with the heart. Bend the knees. And then jump or step out your legs away from each other. Turn your left foot out 90 degree, right foot in 30 degree. Stretch your arms. And then bend that leg and see if you can bring that left knee above the left foot. That will mean that your legs are wide open enough. So then when we twist, there is space for the hips to open and all the organs to move. Okay? Turn your head, move the shoulders back and down. Turn your head and look at the space above your left hand. Make sure that the leg behind you, your right leg, is straight. We often bend the knee. Yeah, I still do that after all these years. So just make sure that the one leg is bent, the other is straight. Now inhale, lift a little bit to your right. Exhale, straighten out the leg, I forgot. And then come over your left leg. Okay, then turn. If you are in the wrong position like myself, I'm going to come up and steady the leg. Oh, probably it's my toe that I hurt. Steady the leg and work first on the hip. Yeah, so the right hip goes back, left hip goes forward, and then you stretch out your right arm above you. Again, you can hold your ankle, your knee, your thigh. I don't really mind. But you should be able to feel the stretch across the right side without any pain in your lower back. And the sensation of twisting, of opening the heart, the brain, the mind, the navel, the hip, everything. Ah, beautiful pose. Keep on breathing. And lift that right hand away from the right hip. Lift the right hip away from the right foot as well. Beautiful. Turn your head as well. Try to bring the chin a little bit up and back. Keep the neck long. Keep the pelvic floor open. Alright, inhale. Imagine someone is holding your right hand and pulling you up. Stretch through the arms. And then turn your feet parallel with each other. Join the palms of your hands together above you. Get the feet a little closer together so when you bring the hands back to your heart, you can easily get the legs underneath you, jumping or walking. Return to your Tadasana. Roll your shoulders back and down. Inhale deeply, exhale deeply. And release. Okay. Alright, so we spent some time in Trikonasana. We haven't done it for some time, so I hope you enjoyed it. What should we do now? Shall we do, we're gonna do now tree pose, okay? Tree pose will be really nice after Trikonasana. So for that, you can either use the wall if you are unsure if you are, if you need some support, or a chair. So first you're gonna be standing on your right leg. So if you need the support, then put it to your right, on the side of your right leg. And just measure the distance, so in case you will need it, because you are wobbly, you can just grab the chair. Instead of falling, you can stay in the pose. Okay? Alright, so then get your left leg up, like this. Just get it close to you a couple of times to get into the hips. And you want to get on top of that right hip. And then turn the knee up and put the foot against the knee or the ankle, or just stick it against the top part of your thigh. Now when you press this foot against the leg, you'll notice the hip really goes up. And you turn to the, you're standing on the right foot, but to the outer side of the right foot. So try to get into the middle of that right foot and get that hip in, yeah? So you are on top of the hip, on the top of the foot. Now move your eyes to eye level. Don't look at the screen. Look at the wall in front of you with your eyes at eye level. And then bring your hands together, join them with the heart. And then when you are ready, stretch your arms out. Get into Asana, tree pose. If you are wobbly, just grab the chair next to you, keep the other arm up, that's fine. Keep on breathing. Enter your tree pose. Breathe into the whole body. Eyes at eye level. Deflate your brain, it will help you concentrate. Alright. Bring the hands back, connect them with the heart. And slide your foot down on the floor. Unfold your arms, get into your Tadasana. And bring the weight of your body, swing it back also to the left, yeah? You're carrying all the weight on the right, so press the left heel down. Breathe deeply in and out until the weight of your body is distributed in the center of your body. Eyes at eye level, empty yourself, let go of Asana, just enter your Tadasana, be there. Feel the elation that it gives you to have two legs. And release. Second side. Now using a prop, just move it to the other side. Go an arm length from it. And then let's get the other leg up. And I might not be able to demonstrate it very well, but that's fine. You know what you are doing because this is my hurting toe. So get that leg up and then bring the knee out and put the foot either against the inner ankle, inner knee, or inner thigh. Yeah. Again, be mindful that the hip needs to come back. It cannot be out there because then the spine will be crooked and we want the spine really straight. Okay, so you're pushing the leg against the thigh, the foot against the thigh, and the thigh against the foot. Then eyes go to eye level and then let go of the chair. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. And when you are ready, lift your arms up. Yeah? And I'm gonna hold the chair because my toe hurts. So either hold the chair or get into your center, eyes at eye level, and breathe into the whole body. Take a deep inhalation, then exhale deeply. And one side is always different from the other, so just use the prop, support yourself, and then go back up if you can, or just settle into holding something. It's very interesting to see the difference between the right and the left side. Alright, you can bring the hands down, then step the foot down next to the other one, and return to your Tadasana. And take a few refreshing cycle of breath, yeah? What a relief. Tailbone forward. And now lift the top of your head towards the ceiling and fill up the space around you, yeah? Inhale from all over you. And exhale out through the body, from the top to the feet, through the feet into the ground, until you get back to your center, get back to your middle point. And release. Okay, I think that's enough from standing. It's late, so I don't want you you too excited before sleep. So let's get back on the floor, and we're gonna do a bit of floor work before the last bit of the class. If you have a bolster, then I would much appreciate it if you took it with you, because you're going to be using it. If you don't like the bolster, of course, you can do everything without the bolster as well. And we'll have also a blanket for the head. So you go on your back, blanket under your head, and then you pull the bolster under your hips. And keep your legs in a bent position like this. That's all. You can do this without the bolster, or with a brick under the hips if you don't have a bolster, or you prefer a brick. So preferably I want you to lift your hips up off the ground with the help of a prop. And your hands will be on your belly. Yeah, so you can breathe into your belly. Bring the chin comfortably closer to your neck. And it's possible that your legs are trembling, yeah, after all the standing poses and stretching the legs. We are letting go slowly, yeah. For a big chunk of the class now we were stretching the legs, the side body, the arms. So let the muscles and the nerves release. This is a really beautiful position where you can rest a little bit. We will do a little more active work, but not much more. So allow your whole body to settle into this indirect bridge pose. You can close your eyes, of course. Keep on breathing into your hand and feel. Use the time wisely, yeah? So feel the belly rising and falling into the hands and away from the hands. Build the awareness, build the connection with yourself, with your breath. Breath with the body, mind with the breath. All of them with each other. Okay, so that's enough. Now, you can put your hands on the side of your head in a bent position, and you're gonna walk your feet a little further away from your hips, and then cross your legs on the other side of the bolster and release your knees away from your hips. You are pressing the shin bones against each other, yeah? So the hips are square, yeah? Your knees are not going down on the floor. It's an active work with the legs. Sorry, I told you we are relaxing, but we're gonna work just a little bit more with the legs, yeah? So, shoulders though and arms release and brain release. Only the legs are working against each other. Tighten your bottom muscle a little bit. And as you press the shins against each other, yeah, the outer feet is pressing into the ground. Just stabilize your legs in the hip socket. Okay? Now bring the knees together and change the crossing of the legs. Again, cross the shins somewhere in the middle, outer feet pressing the ground. And lift the knees away from the hip bone, this bone sticking out. Yeah? If you're working well, your thigh muscles are going to be tight and maybe even trembling. Just for 2 cycles of breath, and that's enough. Then you can let go and unfold the legs and go back to your to this bridge pose. And now we're gonna go up to bridge pose, yeah, to a higher position. So walk the feet closer. Hopefully you can walk the feet closer. I will also try with my injured toe. Elbows bent on the floor, and then push yourself back through your feet into the shoulder tips. Chin comes really in. And I will take this blanket out of my head, underneath my head. Maybe you want that too. It's too big for me.
So you press back, opening the chest, your belly, and with your hand you can push the hips higher up. Be mindful that your knees don't go out and away from each other. Yeah? You can put the heels down if you wish, or keep the heels up, but push back into the upper arms, shoulder tips. Look at with your eyes to the sternum or somewhere above the belly. Keep on breathing. Tighten the buttock muscle and release. Slowly release back your hips on the bolster. Walk your feet away and move your arms out and from underneath you. And we're gonna put the legs now into Baddha Konasana. So let me just turn for you to see. I'm sure you remember this, but just to make sure you're the soles of the feet together, the knees away from each other, the hips supported, and you can put your hands either on your belly or hands next to your head on the floor. Now, if this is not comfortable on your lower back, what you can do, you bring the knees back up, pull the bolster higher up, so it's not only under your buttock, but also the lower back. And then go into this Supta Baddha Konasana position like this. Chin in. And only do this if it's comfortable, yeah? If it's not comfortable, then I suggest that you pull the bolster out and do the whole thing on the floor, like this. And that is also fine, yeah? I like it on the bolster, and I know many people do, but some people really don't. It depends what kind of body you have, so it's not that one is good and the other is not good, it's just depending on your body structure. So just choose one that is nice and juicy for you. It's a very good position for ladies, definitely. For men, it can be a bit painful on the groin. So if you are a man and you are in pain in your groins, then that's enough for you of Baddha Konasana. You can just simply cross the legs and go for Supta Sukhasana, relaxed cross-leg position instead of the Baddha Konasana. You can do this also if you are a lady and you had enough of Baddha Konasana, then you can just cross the legs and continue like this. And of course, you can close your eyes from top to bottom and release into this beautiful reclining position. Release the arms, the shoulders, hips. Feel your whole skeleton heavy on the ground, relaxed and released. So find a position where you don't want to move, yeah? And asana means sitting to meditate in a position. Yeah? All these positions we do them to meditate. So it's the end of the class, so I encourage you to be mindful and kind to yourself and honest with yourself to get into a position that really, really feels juicy and nice and nurturing. So if the bolster is not good, put it to the side. If the bolster is good, then enjoy it for another minute. And breathe into the bolster. Yeah? Each time you breathe, try to feel the body connected to the ground, to the bolster. And the belly lifting away from the ground. And as you exhale, let go of everything. Empty yourself, empty your mind, your body. Become like an empty shell as you exhale. Inhale and feel your breath filling you up, animating the whole body. And as you exhale, let go of the last hidden corners of your body. Empty yourself. Alright, last time. When you exhale, with the inhalation, you can gently guide yourself back to a more awakened position. And then take with your hands the legs, push them together, lift them up. Walk your feet away from each other, knees and thighs together. If you are up on the bolster, carefully, very slowly lift the hips up, push yourself back, move the bolster out, and preferably holding your buttock slowly. Put your back down on the floor. Now everyone will do the same. thing. Lift the bent legs up. Very slowly pull the bent legs towards the side of your body. And as you exhale, if you are not on your period and your back is healthy, lift the head up. Inhale, go back on the floor. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, go on the floor. 3 more times. Last time. We go for the very last twist, just to make sure that the back bend, which we did not harm anything or leaves any butter in the spine. So inhale, hop to your left, exhale, roll to your right, and turn your head away from the legs. Inhale, come back. Go back very gently to the center. Go to the other side. And actually, if you have a bolster, you can put the bolster underneath your legs on the other side and turn away like this. Yeah, this is the luxurious twist. The end of the class, why not? And come back. Go back, and one more time, please, on both sides in your own time. So you hop to one side and then rotate it to the other side. Turn away. And even push down with your hand the upper thigh towards the lower thigh to get really deep in the spine. Forget you. Bring the head back, legs back, hop back. Second side. And that's it. Come back out of the position, and now this is the end of the class, Shavasana, corpse pose. Now you can just go flat on the floor or go a bit for comfort. So then you're gonna put the blanket under your head. You're gonna take your bolster and put it under your knees. Take either your bed, or if you have eye pillows, take eye pillows as well, and you stretch out your body on the floor. And then you can cover your eyes if you like it. Not everyone likes it, but some people really like it and benefit from it. And then go for the Shavasana, arms on the side, palms of your hands open on the floor. Make sure that neither your hands nor your feet are touching anything. Yeah? It's important that your body is free, is not touching, you are not touching anything, so your whole nervous system can let go into the corpse pose. So once you found a good position, then close your eyes from top to bottom. Feel your body on the floor. Relax your whole body into the ground. Breathe steadily. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply and feel the whole body releasing into the ground. Imagine you are lying on the ground, on the shore of a sea or a lake. The sun is shining. It's warm, not too warm, as warm as you need it to be. Perhaps there is a gentle breeze in the air. Your body is comfortable. Your mind is peaceful. And you feel free. Breathe into the ground. Try to feel the ground underneath you with the skin of your back, the skin of the arms and the legs, the skin of the head. And as you exhale, let go of your body into the ground.
Relax all your body into the ground. Allow all the muscles to release, as if you were watching an ice cream on a hot sunny day melting on the table as the rays of the sun touch the ice cream. And from the peaks, the ice cream becomes a pool. Allow your body to feel like that. All the muscles to release. Become soft and dark. Relax your calf muscles as you exhale. Relax your thigh muscles as you exhale. Inhale into your arms, and as you exhale, relax all the muscles of the arms. Lower arms, upper arms. Inhale now into your belly. And as you exhale, relax the muscles of the belly, muscles of the back. Exhale and release even the muscles that are in between your rib cage and the spine. Now inhale into your head, and as you exhale, relax the facial muscles. And with your next exhalation, relax your brain muscle as well. Look around internally as you inhale. And if there is still anything or something that asks for your attention to be released, inhale into that space, and with your next exhalation, release it into the ground. Imagine that it's melting like the ice cream. Melt away all the resistance. Now relax even the skin layer of your body. The skin that covers your arms, your chest, your belly, your back, your legs, your feet, your hands, your head, your neck, and your face. With your next exhalation, let go of the last remaining thoughts or feelings into the ground. Become empty and feel your breath coming and going inside of you as you inhale, and outside of you as you exhale. Now think of the top of your head as you inhale, a little bit above your head, 2 fists above your head, and inhale through that space into your body. From the top of the head, through the head, spine, into your legs, and then exhale out through your feet into the ground. Fill up your body from top to the bottom. from the top of the head to the toe tips. Inhale, exhale and let go of everything. Empty yourself into the ground. Repeat this please 2-3 times and then stay in your Shavasana. For the last remaining minute, I will keep the time and the space for you. And when you will hear 3 times my chime. The third will signify the end of your practice for today. If anything pops into your mind, just gently bring your mind into observing your breathing. Think of the tip of the nose, inhale. And think of the tip of the nose as you exhale. That will help you not think of anything else. You can breathe in deeper and then exhale deeper. And then move your hands and your feet. When you are ready to move, gently help yourself to wake up the body as much as you need to be able to sit up into any kind of sitting position that is dear to you. And then bring your hands together in front of your heart. And last time, bow your head to your heart. Thank yourself for making time and space in your life to practice and be with yourself truly and meaningfully. Om, Om, Om. Namaste. That's the end of the class for today. Welcome back. That was it from me. So I just plugged my headphone back in case anyone wants to say anything. Or at least to say good night.
Yeah, thanks, Andy. Still in one piece, and it's good.
Good. Was it a good stretch?
Yeah, good stretch. Yeah, not stretched like that for 6 weeks.
For a couple of weeks. Good, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. You still fit in your small room? Or you outstretched?
Yeah, well, it's not full of plants now, so that's helpful.
they are there. Okay, good. Then enjoy your dinner.
Thank you. Have a good week.
Thank you. You too. See you next week.
That's everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks very much, Andy.
You're welcome. Is your foot okay, Rob?
It is okay. It's painful sometimes. I've not been walking enough and moving around enough, and sitting, a lot of sitting at work.
Yeah.
There's nobody in, so you don't walk to see them.
Oh, still. Maybe if you
Okay.
put up your legs against the wall in Viparita Karani, that would gently help.
It feels odd. I'm going to see the osteopath tomorrow again, so
Okay, let me know what he says so I know
yeah, I
to
think
be
she'll prod it
careful.
more. Anyway,
Okay,
thank
take
you.
care. Bye. Bye
Bye.
bye.
Bye-bye.
Sarah, would you like to say or ask anything? It was your first class. I hope you enjoyed it.
No, it was lovely, thank you. It's nice to stretch my back out after working at a computer.
Kind of job with that you work at the computer. Yeah, it's a must, I think, to do yoga. It's just so static. Good. Was it very different from what you have done before? Sorry, you are muted. Could you just?
No, it was very similar, so
Oh, good.
yeah, it's nice.
That's good. Great. You never know. I never know because there are so many ways to practice. So that's good to know then.
All right then. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Take care. Have a good night
Okay.
then.
Namaste.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Namaste. Bye bye.